I think everyone needs a little kick in the butt to set new standards, right? Whenever you set new standards, literally your brain cells start expanding. If you want to be smarter, which who doesn't want to be a little bit smarter, a little more educated, present themselves a little bit better, your brain cells literally expand when you start to set new standards for yourself and you actually go about practicing those new standards. For example, how you hold your device, how you work on your computer, how are you sitting? Maybe your standard before was a little hunched over, and one day you're going to get the old tech neck with the hunched back, as we always see those old men and old women walking into the coffee shop with a nice hunch on their back. Is that going to be you? Or are you going to set standards, new standards, a little bit better standards to sit up straighter, put your shoulders back a little bit, right? Chin down maybe. Maybe you're just a little bit too much like this, right? Set new standards. How about the way that you speak, the way that you interact with people, the way that you show up at work? What type of energy are you giving people when you walk in? You know that people's energy is contagious. Whether it's good energy or bad energy, other people are going to feel it. What type of standard are you setting for yourself in the mornings? And I'm not just talking about the good days. What about the bad days? Like, there's some type of quote that says, a man's character is set during the bad times, not the good. When shit is going wrong, that's when your character is starting to develop itself. Right? It's easy to go through the good days, but what about those bad days? And what type of standards are you holding? And I'm only doing this because this is what I'm doing for myself. I'm analyzing them from time to time, and I don't do it too often. I wish I need to do it more often, but every time I do, I start to get a little bit better. And the kicker is, don't just have the idea. Don't be the person who thinks a lot. Be the person who acts a lot. Watch that type of recognition in the workplace when you show up with a little bit better energy, dressed a little bit better, holding yourself to a higher standard, not taking as much shit from your boss, from your client, from your coworker, being more professional, maybe not snapping back so quick to your loved one. Maybe your new standard is, you know what I do? I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to breathe for a second before I respond. That's my new standard. What's yours? How can you look at your life? And the way that I like to go about it is in 4 specific areas: health, business, family, and finance. What about my health? What's my new standard there? How do I feel? Not just physically, but mentally, business-wise. What am I doing in the business workplace to increase my value? Because I know if I increase my value in the workplace, I'm ultimately going to be paid more money and probably have more impact in what I do. Family. I include friends with family. At least my favorite friends are the ones who feel like family, right? And how can I get more friends that feel like family? What type of standards am I holding for my family, including myself, amongst my family and friends? And then, of course, the last one is finance. What type of financial standards am I setting for myself? And not just expenses-wise. We've all heard, cut back on the expenses. What about income-wise? What type of financial income goals are you setting for yourself where I make this amount of money? I don't do any activity that doesn't get me closer to this type of financial goal, right? Because that's going to directly affect your health. It's going to affect the resources that you have to improve your health mentally and physically, your health, business, of course, your business occupation. Are you going to be able to level up, maybe get into a new career, or maybe even take your current business, whether you own the business or work for the business, and take it to the next level? Your family, of course. The finances directly affect those. And in fact, they all have their own correlations to each other. But setting these new standards really takes you to that next point in life that you've just kind of been waiting on and thinking, I'll get there one day. Put a goal to it. The only difference between a goal and a dream is that a goal has a timeline. That's it. So set a dream, put a timeline to it, and you got yourself a goal. Now go get it.